Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Only a look at Jesus.
This morning we'll pray from Psalms 24. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. For he hath founded it upon the sea, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hills of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who hath not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sown deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and the righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob, Selah. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting door, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory. Selah. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Happy Monday to you all. Morning. Hope you all had an amazing and restful weekend. Back in the trenches this morning, and I'm out here for both Andrew Holness and Mark Golden. So equal slap across the face this morning. The question is though, is the People's National Party leader really up to the job of leading? Is he up to the job of being the credible opposition, the opposition in waiting for government? Or is it just a slouchy, lousy slapdash of a Mark Golden? When we get there, said Mark Golden. And we're back to Andrew Holness and the scam carried out on the people of Jamaica and the diaspora in relation to Hurricane Melissa and the Support Jamaica Fund website and its developers from Amber Group. We'll also be questioning whether the PNP is going to pick up the mantle on this issue, because the Prime Minister did get the leader of the opposition to solicit donation for the Support Jamaica Fund website, which at the time, the representation given to all of us is that it was a Jamaica government initiative, a Jamaica government owned initiative. That's what we were led to believe. On Wednesday of last week, we learned something different, something rather serious, in my view. How serious the People's National Party will take it and advocate on it. It may be just like anything else that they crawl slowly across the street like a snail or an earthworm. For God's sake, Mark Golden and Peter Bunting, free up the PNP and free up Jamaica so somebody can advocate for Jamaica. Come on, Golden, you and Peter Bunting all up the party, and by extension, you know, all up the country. There's no advocacy coming from the PNP. When we get there, we get there. We're not at the time right now. We're not in the bagger and the frefre politics. We are the tapenaris of politics. It now work. Simple isn't working. When we say the PNP will remain in opposition for quite some time under this particular leadership, we mean exactly that. When we say Mark Golden is big, useless, and good for nothing over here on Global TV, we mean exactly that. Morning, everybody. Oh, no, welcome. I know you all PNP ain't gonna be pleased this morning. Who really cares? What we care about is Jamaica and the issues of Jamaica, not about thin-skinned PNP who fail to see that they have been led anywhere else other than led into the direction to be a buffer between Andrew Holness government and the people of Jamaica. Where Mark Golden are go? Who believe you know Mark Golden? I mean, duh. At least you never say Cliff is lying. But we'll get to that. I'm fed up. Fed up of the PNP tailgate don't cuss. You know you want to cuss this morning. Hmm? But don't cuss. Mark Golden, we're fed up of the tailgating. Mark Golden, we're fed up of you tap on road, have all of your conversation with everybody else. And then when you turn up and roll up like some big wet up dirty jars where Marlon Morgan take off and throw down a dot, you expect people to applaud and to cheer you on? Useless Mark Golden? And that you expect? Wait until we get to the thief in Andrew this morning. So this morning we're out here for the useless Mark Golden and the thief in Andrew. PNP, you need a shaking. You need a shaking. I don't know if it's a physical shaking, a spiritual shaking, a political shaking, or a moral shaking. PNP. Certainly you all need a shaking. You need a shaking. Because no matter how Andrew Holness have broke the country down, everybody out here will see it except for the PNP. If the PNP even do respond, we have to kick them, draw them, tie horse to them, beat the dead horse. I mean, where's Mark Golden going? Like, seriously, Mark Golden, where are you going? And if you're taking the country with you, are you sure you're taking us into the right direction? Anyway, Dr. Jarvis TV, good morning and welcome. Gloria Morris, good morning. Janet Brissett, good morning and welcome. Lynette Jenkins, Barbara Simpson, good morning. Wayne Evans, Steve Hayfield, good morning. Miranda Ruddock, Blessed Woman, Abinasa Cody, good morning. Karen Nemard, Jamrak 8766, good morning. Veteran Wagwan, Empress Deb, good morning. Colin, good morning. Violet Watson, Bros, good morning. Kishore, good morning and welcome. I'm sure you all saw Byron, how you do? I'm sure you would have been aware of Mark Golden's explanation, respond and explanation, though I don't think I know what he means. And even if I know what he means, who is listening to Mark Golden now? The lie, Mark Golden, the misinformation, if that's what it is, move faster than the truth. But did Mark Golden come out with any truth? I don't know. Because this two sentence in responding to this issue is not enough. Distancing yourself at this late point from personalities in the PNP, Donna Thomas morning, is not enough either. What is required of leadership, Mark Golden and the PNP, Andrea Joan Hamilton Wilson, is in an instantaneous communication era. The PNP must be able to respond in 24 hours to any breaking crisis. Any crisis breaking in our country, the PNP, if unable to respond in 24 hours, they are not up for the job. The Golden-led PNP has shown us that time and time and time after, that they're not up for it. They barely seem to understand what their roles and responsibilities are when it comes to opposing. I mean, one of my cousins said to me one day, staunch labor right, staunch Fly Green and Andrew Holness supporter. Can the PNP not oppose anything? As for the PNP, I go just allow Andrew Holness to just continue so without them opposing. And this is a diehard labor right I'm speaking about. It is complaining, say Mark Golden now oppose nothing. On the seat to PNP. A labor writer said this, you know. Mark Golden isn't opposing anything. It's not even that they said Mark Golden now oppose enough. He's not opposing anything. Mark Golden come out with a slapdash on the leaked voice note issue. I don't know if it make any sense, Mark Golden. At this point, let me tell you, if it is that you say you were investigating before you say anything, in an era like this, especially on the know, so when something happened, the entire PNP choir come out to sing, and the choir sings. I mean, you would have heard them. Darrell Vaz, Marlon Morgan, Christian Tavares, Finson, Juliet Cockburn Finn, Auntie Angela, and they're all over it. Never mind, Cliff Hughes has opened his phone line. Dean Jackson Miller come out. Everybody. And the PNP just stayed just so. Just so. And everybody's wondering and pondering. Is Cliff lying? Is this true? And nothing. Mark Golden came out over the weekend with a slapdash. A slapdash, Mark Golden. If it is that the PNP were investigating, what stopped the PNP from coming out and telling the public that we are carrying out an investigation into the matter and we will respond in due course? Nothing. And then Mark Golden now come out with a slapdash. Mark Golden, this is not leadership. And this is the norm, Mark Golden. For those of you who followed me and listened to me, I have been complaining on this for the last 3 years of how Mark Golden decided to just stay behind, watch the space, and then when it gets too much to ignore, then that's the time Mark Golden come out. That is not good enough. What that tells the public, Mark Golden, what is going on in public is true. And when you come out later on limping and happy and wailing and arming, nobody, Mark Golden, gives a F. Nobody. Because I don't care. I literally couldn't care about your answer. Because we already hear where to go. We already say Cliff Hughes now like Cliff Hughes just a try to help the labor them. But Mark Golden come out now in a distant, the PNP and the PNP executive fan it. At this time, I denounce that there's no such WhatsApp group, but it's making sure it's between personal people. So who from them two people they release it to Cliff, or who them send it to? within the PNP we send it to Cliff Hughes. Mark Golden leadership is tardy, it is embarrassing, it is useless. Jamaica will never get out of the Andrew Holness quagmire under Mark Golden's leadership. It will not happen. If it happens, it's a miracle. Mark Golden shows time and time he's not up for the job. Whether Peter Bunting is holding a gun to his head for him to stay there, so Peter Bunting can have control over a party that will not lead, that will not choose him as leadership, but he will use his money and his narcissism to control the party. And that's a PNP problem. And with the target, Peter Bunting needs to leg of the party. Peter Bunting is the problem in PNP. Peter Bunting fecklessness, Peter Bunting want to lead, Peter Bunting want to control is a problem in the PNP, and it must be said. Even though I'm not the Pandemian side, it was the reason why Peter Bunting sent out Andre Stevens and Jay Bryan to attack Damian Crawford. I'm not the Pandemian on them side, and I'm going to go attack Ivan Bradford. The first two people come up about the Damian Galangin is Jay Bryan and Andre Stevens. Those two vloggers were on Peter Bunting payroll during the general election. Peter Bunting have no intention of letting Damian Crawford become leader of the party. Damian Crawford and Peter Bunting don't get on, probably will never get on. And thereby Peter Bunting will use his money to sabotage Damian Crawford all the way. Rude, don't make me rude to you. Don't make me rude to you. You're not PNP too afraid of the truth. I'm speaking exactly the problem in the party. Uno PNP knows say Peter Bunting money. Peter Bunting narcissism, Peter Bunting dislike for Damian Crawford is the problem in a PNP. I hit a shot at the PNP. Peter Bunting want control of the party. That was the only reason why Mark Golden was placed there with Peter Bunting, money whereby delegates. Let's speak the truth. If you don't like to hear the truth, hop off to me and tell lie. Come in on a PNP, love the lie. Some a lot on a PNP. Some on a PNP, love the lie and story. Those were the two inside vloggers who come out with the Damian Crawford issue. So, uno try sort it out, PNP. Those were on Peter Bunting payroll. Who you think can give them insider information? Huh? A PNP blogger broke the leadership story, you know, and never labor right bloggers. A PNP bloggers come out to the story. PNP insider blogger. But PNP has been given information to since election. So what kind of nonsense may talk, sir? We're not afraid of the truth too much. We don't want people to sit down and shut up and don't criticize the PNP. And then we don't want a PNP, a disunited PNP to lead Jamaica. I don't think to say it will benefit Jamaica when a PNP, which is falling apart internally, take over reins of our country. It's all personal games and politics being played in the PNP. That's why we're not getting anywhere. Kind of fail to do the postmortem of the problem that exists in the party, which is Peter Bunting money. Peter Bunting dislike Damian Crawford. Peter Bunting wanting control of the PNP. I want to stop going like my platform is for PNP. I'm tired of when PNP come on my platform, come go on like my platform belong to PNP. The platform belong to me and the globalist family. and Jamaica at large, not the PNP. Not the PNP. So me no want PNP come on my platform, come go on like I say. Me's a PNP vlogger. It has never been like that. I may have support them when I want to, but to stop it. Stop going like, if you come out here, come fool, and I'm not doing it. Until the problem in the PNP dealt with, which is Peter Bunting money. Peter Bunting want for leadership. The problem is going to persist and exist. It is the very reason why Damian Crawford have to step out for the PAC community. It's Peter Bunting's opposition to him. Peter Bunting is hell-bent and Damian not becoming leader for the PNP. Peter Bunting, who will never be leader for the People's National Party, can only have control of the party through Mark Golden. Why you think Andre come out? Actually, hold on the fucking domino. A lot of people not dumb. Sandra Watkins Bailey. Why not think Andre come out the other day in the attack against Damian and a position Nikita Burchell as future leader for the PNP? Peter Bunting side piece. Like seriously? Are you all thinking? Are me overthink? Oh no, help me this morning. Are you all thinking? Am I overthinking? Come here, watch this space, and I'm gonna see anybody understand what I want. I am watching the space. I'm gonna think uno see what I want. Why not think Andre Stevens come out the other day, positioning Nikita Burchell in his beatdown against Damian Crawford? Are you all watching the space? Or you don't want to hear the truth? Listen, I'm not physically, spiritually, emotionally, or politically blind. I'm not. I try to be screwed up at all time. Because the least little moment you let down your guard, this is how things get past you and you don't see it. If Mark Golden is to be challenged, Peter Bunting wants somebody there, which still gives Peter Bunting control of the party. That was the positioning when they come do for Nikita Burchell. It's all Peter Bunting's doing. Never mind that. We don't understand politics. The information discussed in the voice recordings is not such of a problem for me. Is the traitors amongst the PNP. Because somebody within the PNP, even if it was a personal conversation between two people, somebody in the PNP is working against the PNP. It was political strategy being discussed. Dog eat dog political strategy. It's what politicians do. It is what politicians do. I agree? Probably not. Probably if I was diehard like some, I probably would have agreed. It is what political party do. You play dirty strategy against each other to get to power. There is nothing fair in politics. And this is where the PNP is failing also, because they might play a fair game going in where don't exist. Of course, we want clean politics. But if it's pretentiously clean and not robust enough, which the PNP are not, it still won't serve the interests. Let us listen to Mark Golden. Don't know what he means. Maybe understand what my talks about. I don't understand a word. Not a word, Mark Golden. Don't understand.
Before I get into the issues relating to this National Executive Council meeting, I wanted to say something on the issue that's swirling out there about these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National Party.
He thinks it's necessary for him to say something. Why wait so long then? Why wait so long if you think it is necessary? Patricia Hutchins, if it's necessary, why then didn't you come out and tell the public, we are carrying out our own investigation and we will report in due course based on the findings? But when you ignore the story completely, complete ignorance of the story, and then expect we to believe the flimsiness coming from Mark Golden now, Carlton Barnes, how you do?
Chose not to comment. Before I get into the issues relating to this National Executive Council meeting, I wanted to say something on the issue that's swirling out there about these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National Party chose not to comment publicly on that matter until we had the facts before us. Our review is now complete, and it established three things. Firstly, the conversation in which those leaked recordings took place did not happen in any official party forum. Secondly, no party officer, no officer of the party participated in that discussion. And thirdly, the PNP has no official NEC or executive WhatsApp group. That doesn't exist. And certainly not where party policy is made. This was a WhatsApp group formed by individuals within the party, and the views expressed were their personal views. So those recordings do not represent the official position of the PNP or any policy of the PNP. The PNP takes responsibility for its official positions. Those are set by our constitutional organs, such as this National Executive Council or the Executive Committee of the party, and those that are communicated by our authorized representatives and shown through our public actions or through our public media outlets, social media outlets, and so on. So with that clarified, I just want to turn to the matter at hand.
What did he mean by that? I have no idea. I have no idea what Mark Golden meant by that. Jamrock, it's usual for the government to go silence and scandal. The opposition, though, when you promise, and this was why Andrew Holness bring down Portia. Andrew Holness played the game then. Andrew Holness did everything that was right then, keep up the pressure then. Because that's the opposition showing that we are different and better than what you have as leaders at the moment. If it is that Andrew Holness never come out then, so Mark Golden nothing come out now, it means that the PNP would be saying, we're not better than them. 6 to 1, half dozen of the other. In this particular scenario, the Jamaica Labour Party took mileage, political mileage out of it. In that scenario with Rosie and Donovan, the PNP got zilch out of it. You tell me which side you think is doing a better job when it comes to the information, when it comes to the politicking, Jamrock. Shauna, how you do? Annie Jones. The PNP got no political mileage out of Rosie Donovan. Andrew Holness was silent then. In this leaked vice note issue, the Jamaica Labour Party is full of political mileage out of it. Mark Golding stayed silent until they get a national beatdown from Jamaica Labour Party and from journalists. Then Mark Golding a limp haphazard and come out. Tell me who is doing a better job. I certainly would not jump for the PNP when it comes to issues like these. The PNP is feckless when it comes to leadership. And this is why they never win the last election. Because they don't pick up any issue and get political mileage or political momentum out of it. Everything. Mark Golding and the PNP head is tucked in the sand like ostrich. It is not good enough. It will never be good enough. He should take a page out of Andrew Holness in opposition's book and see how the game is being played. It is a game. If you're not interested in the game, step aside, Mark Golding. If you cannot play the game, step aside. Because without engagement in the game, Mark Golding, Pamela Akola, how you do? Without engaging in the game, you and the PNP is stuck there for life. Barbara Simpson, the PNP did not say the vice note is a lie. Una don't blame Cliff Hughes. Una need to point in the right direction. We are vloggers. We and Cliff Hughes are vloggers. If we get a juicy story, we are going to publish it. Una stop focus on the wrong person. Focus on the traitors in the PNP who send it to Labour right, Cliff Hughes. And this on the focus today. Not on Cliff Hughes, not on the Jamaica Labour Party, who took unnecessary political mileage out of this. When the Prime Minister lied to us to get back into power, when the Prime Minister stole his way back into power, when the Prime Minister is running a corrupt cabinet, on a stop focus on Cliff Hughes. Stop focus on Cliff Hughes. Focus on the PNP. We send it to Cliff Hughes, knowing what it and to Mark Golding, especially in at the same time when the leadership riot broke out in a PNP. One of the focus and stop looking at the unnecessary direction. Vloggers are vloggers, and we're all going to publish a juicy story if it come across with this. Stop focus on Cliff. Vloggers do what vloggers do. Is the PNP, are the politicians doing what they're supposed to be doing? If Cliff Hughes get a vice note, won't you expect him to sit down on it? He will not. I wouldn't have either. When JLP, the vlogger, did get the Rosie and Donovan story, them never sit down pan it. We must focus. Focus. The young PNP, them silent. Look, all right, look on this another issue, a national issue. May hear one PNP respond already. We should have a press conference already. This happened from Wednesday in a PAC committee. We should have a conference from the PNP then by Friday, Thursday morning, the earliest, Friday morning, the latest. We should have had a response. We should have had a press conference. This is a serious issue. The PNP is leading on a backwards PNP. They're all leading you all backwards. And the more want to protect them, the more want to rally around the fools, is the worse I to go get for Jamaica. Jamaica now benefit not a PNP backwardsness. Jamaica now benefit out of Mark Golden leading from behind. Mark Golden is not leading like somebody who is eager for government. A 3 year, and the same problem, you know. 3 year. Mark Golden and the PNP never yet strike while the iron is hot. When are not going to see that? When are not going to see that? So this is a problem. And it went on for too long. I have been complaining about this for too long. Up until today, the PNP can't come round to striking while the iron is hot. And you all think that is somebody else's fault other than the PNP? It doesn't matter if the information is damning or not. What it does, it put the People's National Party in a bad light. The executive, it was blamed on the executive committee of the PNP. And see how long Mark Golden take to come out and distance the executive from this. When everybody are most sensible people, if you're not diehard PNP, sister, there's something in this where Mark Golden them hide from. If it's about using corruption, Roots, you not think. I don't know why you're not thinking. The vice note between Rosie and Donovan was the vice of one or two people. Was the vice of Rosie alone. A Rosie vice alone didn't have vice note. They were damning information. If you think that wanting to mess up somebody's character, even though within the same vice note, you're saying he has a good record, it'll go hard so we stick corruption on him. But make we do everything for the people of Jamaica, make we present the narrative in our way. So till even if him not corrupt, the people of Jamaica believes there's something fishy are gone. That was how you must read, a part of how you can read what was the conversation in the voice note. It was said to come from the PNP executive. You don't think that is something that should be straightened out, something that should have instantaneous response to, especially the way the narrative been spun in public? On the PNP for tap the short-sightedness. On the PNP for tap the Lord Jesus complex about Mark Golden and deal with issues. Mark Golden don't have no respect for leadership, nor the people of Jamaica. Because if Mark Golden had, he wouldn't try to learn by now. This has been going on from the Melissa Silvera story onwards, where when a crisis breaks, the PNP stick them head in a sand and then think say, we fit go silent on the issue, or think say we fit come out and come fight them war while PNP stick them head in the sand. This is going on from the death of Melissa Silvera. Look on the Lawrence Road issue, how Labour right beat them and wallow them in a mud over it. Whenever time there's a crisis in the PNP, you don't hear nothing. TCN, they almost gone silent on it. There's so many jump the PNP fear walk and beat at the moment. Uno PNP and Mark Golden, and uno PNP and Jamaica's danger. Uno PNP and Jamaica danger. Because you see, the more uno protect the feckless leadership coming from Mark Golden and the PNP, is the longer uno going in the wilderness for. Because one thing with the thief, the wicked and the liar that Andrew Holness is, he knows how to play the game. He understands the game. Does Mark Golden and the PNP understands the game? And if it is that them say them understand the game, why them refuse to play the game? It's not about Mark Golden playing clean politics, you know. It's not that. Because I would welcome the clean politics. You can play clean politics with robust leadership. To be claimed that una got a clean way, and the leadership is tardy, all a hookra and tick coming down the road, and when you reach the party done, everybody pack up and gone. Who out here listen to no PNP? No, talk it to PNP. Who out here listen? Party done. Everybody pack up, sweep up and clean up and gone. I'm not Golden one commander the street light with a fuckery. I don't expect people to come out and cheer Mark Golden. Oh, the leader of the opposition responded. Response say what? When Mark Golden said that means anything. What did Mark Golden say that clear up the situation? How do we know Mark Golden isn't lying? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. We don't want better Jamaica, we don't want better Jamaica in the corrupt state that it is. What can go so, as Derek Morgan would say? If it is that we want a better Jamaica, we have to be honest. Honest about that better Jamaica we want. And not be afraid to call out our very own. Not be afraid to call out our very own. And that's our problem, Jamaica. We back up the corruption and the nonsense when it benefits us. You provide me a better interpretation as to what was said in the vice note. She said, make we package it so the ordinary man and woman wouldn't believe it. And that it mean you stay there back up for the PNP. Stay there back up for the PNP. That's why the PNP not getting anywhere. Because a lot of you all PNP supporters is just like the JLP supporters. Wanna protect on a party. Wanna protect on a party and leave the country suffering. I am for country. I am not for party. And I will never be. Because if it is about party, the country will never benefit. If it's about country, both country and party will benefit. And that's why everything is going wrong with leadership in our country, because party first. Yeah, the vice note, Mark Golden respond to it, but Mark Golden late respond. Mark Golden respond that I don't understand this investigation, what they said and do, and the explanation what Mark Golden I give. And is there any truth to what Mark Golden is saying? It's all questionable.
Before I get into the issues relating to this National Executive Council meeting, I wanted to say something on the issue that's swirling out there about these leaked recordings. And I think it's necessary for us to say something. The People's National Party chose not to comment publicly on that matter until we had the facts before us. Our review is now complete, and it established three things. Firstly, the conversation in which those leaked recordings took place did not happen in any official party forum. Secondly, no party officer, no officer of the party participated in that discussion. And thirdly, the PNP has no official NEC or executive WhatsApp group. That doesn't exist. And certainly not where party policy is made. This was a WhatsApp group formed by individuals within the party, and the views expressed were their personal views. So those recordings do not represent the official position of the PNP or any policy of the PNP. The PNP takes responsibility for its official positions. Those are set by our constitutional organs, such as this National Executive Council or the Executive Committee of the party, and those that are communicated by our authorized representatives and shown through our public actions or through our public media outlets, social media outlets, and so on. So with that clarified, I just want to turn to the matter at hand.
I didn't understand a word. Not a single word said by Mark Golden did I understand. Don't know if that clear up the issue. Don't know if that clear up the issue. Don't understand a word. And I don't know if this helps at all, given how they allow the narrative to run on. Don't tell me say me have bigger fish for fry. A corrupt PNP is big enough a fish for fry, Andrew Mac. A corrupt PNP, a PNP plotting to bring down an organization for political purposes is big enough as a fish to fry. Because if I did labor, it would be a big fish to fry. Don't tell me how to run my platform. Don't tell me how to run my platform. When a labor, we talk about it unfettered. When a PNP, we talk about it unfettered too. People nothing nudge where and haste way up and move where and until we say enough is enough now. When PNP embarrass themselves, unofe accept the people have to talk. Because when I listen this for labor right, we come out and we slaughter them and everybody sit down and cheer we on. We don't stop the hypocrisy. We don't have benefit nothing out of it. No matter what, Mark Golden and Andrew Holness are still friends. Mark Golden still get contract for proven and all that. Are we the particular fools sit down and mumble with gum and protect and defend these people when the whole of them are friends? There is something in those vice notes to discuss. Because if I did in a Labour Party, there would have been something in a vice note for discuss. When Andrew Holness lied about the minimum wage, the whole of we talk about it up until now. Of course, the PNP corrupt. Roots, if may diminish, all you have to do is go on. Because what you want my platform to do is to be fools and lackeys like Uno. Me too bright to sit down and can only discuss tribalism. Uno, the supporters, allow Mark Golden and the PNP to stay so. When the Lawrence Rowe corruption did come out, I see we did badger me. I see one did badger me because I never fall in line and I pull down Lawrence. They was asking the necessary questions. I got tired to hear me speak. Because we're not afraid of PNP supporters. We keep coming to my platform with no fuckery. We're not afraid of the truth. We're not afraid of the truth. We don't like when people ask the honest and necessary questions. We don't like critical thinking. The whole of have a tribal mentality. So if one is not playing the tribalism game, they're confused, they're diminished, they're this, they're that. You come on to all on insulting slurs. And all on our show say on a classic asshole, on the asshole will make these things continue. Because you protect them. You like to come on my platform, come show no slurs and no insults because me not play on a game. When did I tell anyone on say me a PNP? Or what you hear from me out here that make you think say? That make you think say? Me should play the PNP game and play the hypocrisy. I'm not going to do it. All you have to do, if you don't like how I present myself, unsubscribe and do not watch. But you don't coerce me to become the hypocrite where you be. The hypocrisy will not help you in no way or no form. We're not going to get it. So you not go get me pound a bandwagon PNP. Like seriously. We're not go get it. When you not go get it, say me now compound a bandwagon. When you not go get it, say Jamaica my thing there. I'm not a person which complies, you know. I'm not a person that go along to get along. That's what PNP vloggers do. Go along to get along with PNP supporters. Go along to get along to have PNP viewers. I mean, nobody knows to say me not care yet.
A website was created in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, acting as a portal for information and donations regarding the government's relief efforts. By February of 2026, some $1.4 billion in donations had been collected through the portal. Director General for the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, Commander Alvin Gale, told Parliament's Public Accounts Committee on Wednesday that the website remains in the hands of the private owners who built it and not the government.
Just if you can pause for a second, can you tell me who currently owns that website, the Support Jamaica website? I know it would have been created by a private developer on behalf of the government, but what's the current status of it?
So the private developer still owns the website. The agreement is an SAS, and forgive me if I forgot the meaning of it, but primarily it is they develop the website and then offer us the service. So we have 1 year's free service to the portal.
Do we have a formal agreement with
we
that?
do have a formal agreement in place. In the initial phases of it, for the rapid development and deployment of the website, yes, there wasn't the necessary agreement in place, but we had subsequently regained on that and caused for an agreement to be signed governing that website and its mechanisms.
Commander Gale also revealed that sensitive information such as donors and the amounts donated can be accessed by the developers. But he sought to assure the PAC that an agreement is in place governing the usage and disposal of data processed through the site.
So the developer and ODPEM have access to the information as per our current privacy statement. And we would have made the necessary adjustment to make it clear. As it is now, they own the website. We are utilizing our portal. There's a requirement in the data protection agreement concerning once we are concluded using the platform, the modalities around how the information should be scrubbed and the assurance is given to us that the matters are indeed removed from their access.
The Auditor General's Department recently audited the Support Jamaica website. The audit found significant information security governance gaps, inadequate access management, and non-compliance with data protection requirements. Commander Gale told the PAC that the website's developer has now brought itself up to standard with the necessary data protection and cybersecurity requirements. This is with the exception of SOC2 certification, which is a voluntary compliance framework that verifies a service provider securely manages data to protect client privacy.
The only, I can't use the word outstanding matter, is the matter concerning the SOC2 type certification. The developer has indicated, and we've seen the necessary reports, they would have engaged in a matter, in a system of getting the training done. So by all reports, they are compliant with the standards. It's just no matter for them to transmit to us any certification around the standards.
Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide News.
This is another issue that will show us where the PNP stand and that the PNP is utter useless. And because of this, I will remind you after the next general election, this is why UNO never win again. This is why UNO would probably never win another general election in Jamaica. This issue broke on Wednesday. The PNP put out a statement, but is a statement, given the magnitude of this issue, is a statement enough from the PNP? Just a statement? Is that enough coming from the PNP? Shouldn't there be a press conference with all the necessary people from the PNP in it? Mark Golding, Nikita Burchell, Christopher Brown, Julian Robinson. The person over PNP were responsible for data technology, and Philip Palwell. Because if this was something break in the PNP, I'm sure Labour would have a press conference about it already. Because in this, there is breach of trust, there's breach and possible misuse of data, there is misrepresentation from the Prime Minister. One could argue the Prime Minister lied. One could argue the soliciting of donation was a fraudulent behavior coming from the Prime Minister. This story break on Wednesday. And you mean by Friday, the PNP couldn't have had a press conference? Huh? Everything we want people to come out and beat Andrew about. But all we know Andrew cut out for already. What's the point in beating Andrew Holness when Andrew Holness, with his disrespect for the nation, is going to continue to do what Andrew do best? But when we fight hard to increase the PNP's opposition, and we see they come a parliament with 28 was sound less than 14, and to top it off, as them get the increase, Andrew Mack, please to leave. Please to leave. It don't hard for you scroll on to a next platform. Please to leave. Yes, the PNP is the biggest problem we have right now. The PNP is why Andrew Holness came back to power. Yes, it is the PNP's fault because they never do their job. They never oppose Andrew Holness enough. They never keep the momentum up. They led from behind, and this is why they lost. Yes, the PNP. So if you not come here this morning, think Andrew may go rub. Are the PNP a Jamaica problem right now? Andrew Holness' biggest ticket is a useless PNP. Andrew Holness' best ticket is a divided PNP. Andrew Holness' best ticket is a non-functional PNP. So yes, the PNP. What do you want me to do? Come stress out myself about a third term corrupt government? And that's what I want me to come stress out myself about. The PNP is the problem, not Andrew Holness. And the PNP are the problem. Are the PNP now oppose enough? Are the PNP now highlight Andrew Holness corruption enough? Andrew Mack, where piss me off? Why you piss me off? Why you come and call people name for? Why not come at me up? Because you don't want me to complain a tribal game? What am I saying about the PNP that is wrong? Let us listen to Christopher Brown, because one of PNP supporters are a lot of no classic asshole.
Following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The revelations at Wednesday's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee regarding the support.
Let me tell you something. Government is not going to bring down itself. Opposition bring down government. And if, just like how Andrew Holness work hard and bring down Portia government, it's Mark Golding and the PNP job to do all they can to bring down Andrew Holness government. Are they doing it? And why, if them not do it, me not fi talk about it? Why, if them not do it, me not fi talk about it? A shame or no shame? Uno PNP, one no shame, uno always try shut up people. Uno do it with me in the Melissa Silveira issue. Uno do it with me in the Lawrence Rowe issue. Every issue that the PNP forget called out pan. Every issue where me not fall in line, I saw no come on my platform with the fuckery and go on like uno bright. Because if uno did bright, uno would answer the necessity of my argument or the sense of my argument in relation to the PNP. If Andrew Holness, why you want me to come out here come criticize Andrew Holness? What the benefit it is to what is going on in the country? Because we did it for 3 years, idiots. If you weren't watching, we did it for 3 years and it never worked. Fools, we did it for 3 years and it never worked. Why do you want me to play the insanity game of trying to criticize the Prime Minister and think it'll go work? Why it is that PNP think to say the fight against Andrew and the fight against corruption in Jamaica are to be led by vloggers? When did we elect vloggers for those purposes? You see, I'm a fool.
Following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The revelations at Wednesday's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee regarding the Support Jamaica website are deeply concerning and raise serious questions about governance, cybersecurity, data protection, and accountability. The committee learned that the platform created after Hurricane Melissa to provide relief information and facilitate donations is not owned by the government of Jamaica. By February 2026, approximately 1.4 billion had been donated through the platform. The committee was also informed that the private entity that developed the website retains ownership and has access to donor information. Even more concerning is that the committee learned that assurances previously published on the ODPEM website regarding data protection compliance, the appointment of a data protection officer, and privacy safeguards were not accurate. The Auditor General's report further indicated that information provided to the public regarding data privacy, access to donor information, and related safeguards could not be substantiated. This raises serious concerns about public trust. Jamaicans must be able to rely on official government platforms to provide accurate information and to ensure that their personal data and contributions are properly protected. The situation also raised a fundamental question. Why was a platform of such national importance and sensitivity not developed, owned, and managed by government-employed technology professionals from the outset? If the government does not have the internal capacity to design and secure a platform of this nature, that represents a significant gap that must be urgently addressed. I'm therefore calling upon the government, the Office of the Prime Minister, ODPEM, and the ministry responsible for digital transformation to urgently resolve the outstanding issues relating to ownership, data protection, access controls, cybersecurity safeguards, and accountability. The Jamaican people deserve confidence that government digital platforms entrusted with their information and contributions are secure, transparent, and accountable.
And I don't think one should expect to hear more than that from the PNP, because the PNP are not serious about anything. So if they come to under Holness, may I go rub this man a lion or tell. The PNP is the petrol that blazed Andrew fire. The PNP who are not robust enough. The PNP who are not opposing enough has allowed this government to get away with too much. It is the same way when Andrew Holness come out and can tell the lie about doubling minimum wage, and PNP were asked to debunk that lie. The PNP, because them think them have the winning in the bag, they refuse to debunk that lie. And that lie helps seal Andrew Holness back to power. The PNP has a repeated history in allowing issues to fall by the wayside and wait until weeks after before Mark Holding and the PNP come out and act like it's important for them to say something, when everybody forgets about the issue and forget that the PNP really exists. All I want is for people come out every day, beat Andrew Holness, beat Juliet Holness. Me not beat them, because that's not what my job is. And that's not what me get paid for. When it's necessary to criticize them, sure, I will. Sure, I've always done that. But if you don't want me, like on an ordinary PNP platform them, to provide a place for no cuss Andrew and Juliet, you don't have on a phone or have on a social media page, you can't do that. Maybe you need to focus on the issues of our country rather than the personalities in our country. It is the reason why we keep giving these people who don't care about with power, because we are voting on personality and not on principles and policies that will advance our country. We can't outdo Andrew Holness without an opposition. We can't outdo Andrew Holness with the opposition coming from the PNP, because nothing is coming from them. Why they deserve beating more than the PNP? Why do they deserve beating more than the PNP? Why Andrew Holness deserve beating over the Amber Group? And the PNP not deserve beating over the Vice Note? The whole of them are corruption. The whole of them are intended corruption. So if I come this man for me beat Andrew, me not beating Andrew. Andrew was given the power in our country by PNP, JLP, and independent voters to do what he wants to do. The whole we did know say Andrew Holness corrupt, and a Labour one vote back Andrew Holness in a power with it. So when you choose a leader which you know is corrupt, so why are you going to complain about corruption for afterward? Blame who facilitates the corruption? The PNP, who's been doing bad at opposition, that allowed Jamaica's most corrupt regime to get another term. That is the problem. The problem is not just Andrew. That's the story we want people to make up every day. So the problem is Andrew. Andrew secure in a space of power. Andrew Holness is secure in a space of power. With a opposition in the frame of what the PNP is now. Here are the PNP them in an advice note to recognize it. So Andrew Holness, 4th and 5th term is possible set. I know me wanna say so. PNP high up and other PNP out there, hypocritical though they be, are saying it. Uno prepare for tolerate Andrew Holness for another term after this year 1 year done? Because certainly that's what Uno PNP supporters are doing. Remember, in the last 3 years, I always come on my platform. When I go criticize my holding and make Andrew Holness win. If a vlogger can affect an election victory for a party, then something seriously wrong with the party, not with the vlogger's information. Something certainly seriously wrong with the party. We're not going to get rid of Andrew Holness. This is what me realize that a lot of PNP supporters don't have sense. The last general election showed us criticizing Andrew Holness will not get rid of him. Criticizing Andrew Holness will not solve the problem. Going on about Andrew Holness's corruption will not solve the problem. Because when he went to the poll last September, he went as Jamaica's most corrupt leader in history. And he won. He won outright. That for sure, you say. Everything that was done prior to the last year general election had no effect or very little effect. The fact that only 14 seats could have bumped off him shows the very little effect what we all did, made. And because vloggers were going so hard at Andrew Holness, the PNP sit back and sit aside to their and the country's detriment. I don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. Maybe if the PNP did their job and did it robustly, you all corrupt so and so of the PNP would have been in power now. Uno never work hard enough. The JLP work hard enough and them get over time. Why do you want me now to sit down and spend another 4 years, 5 years, beat Andrew Holness day go day come? When Mrs. Semi do it 3 years and it never work? You want me to repeat the same thing over again? And then when I have mental breakdown, and uno come throw things on my foot? My camera is malfunctioning, it's back. Don't expect that from me. Nobody is going to get me to play the PNP's game. If you don't come on my platform and you don't like to hear me criticizing PNP, just move on. Move on till the day when Andrew Holness gets shake up, then you come back. Because uno are people who are compartmentalized, uno are people who are intolerant. My mind broader than on a tribalism. When we can call out labor right, we can call out PNP. That's the job of media. The job of media is not to protect tribalism. I'm going to try get that to no head all the while. Wanna stop push me in that tribal place because me with disrespect, you know. And me don't want to be disrespectful to you know. So the most you can do, when you know hear me talk and you don't like it, move on till you hear something you don't like, you come back. It is easy. You don't have to stay here and push me down the PNP route. Because when it's Andrew Holness and I don't have no opposition to my views, not your own nasty and low me go. I'm all right with it. But when it comes to honest criticism of the PNP, and ungo somehow not have finger for comment, and I must stop it. Because every day I go like I want a better Jamaica. And then when you expect Andrew Holness to give away a better Jamaica, but when you protect PNP not doing enough for we get that better Jamaica which you whole we want. Why not keep doing it? On a lordy. The PNP must come out with a press conference. There's a lot in this issue with the Support Jamaica fund website. An awful lot. The PNP releasing one statement is inadequate. Wholly inadequate. Releasing one little recording on this issue is wholly inadequate. The amount of potential breaches in this issue warrant the People's National Party keeping this information in people's foreminds. Stop make the issue them die. Stop playing the 90 wonder in our country PNP. We now go get there. We now go get rid of Andrew Holness under a wait and see. We now go get rid of Andrew Holness by hoping that he will fall on his own sword. Me never tell you that I want agreement. Just like, why is it I've never criticized the PNP and the MAC, and people like you see the necessity of that criticism. Never. You always have a problem when I have to criticize the PNP. It has always been like that with you. But no matter what the fuckery me say about Andrew Holness, you come and you cheer it on. It's hypocrisy. You're a hypocrite. Because all you are saying is that I must, either the PNP is holy or I must ignore the flaws of the PNP. You're a hypocrite. You celebrate Andrew Holness pull down, and when it comes to calling out the PNP, is the only time you have a voice of opposition. That shows your hypocrisy. You cannot tell me that the PNP is squeaky clean and there's nothing to criticize. If you are happy with the PNP in opposition, I am not happy. Andrew Holness was the best opposition we've ever had. Andrew Holness is the worst government we've had, but the best opposition we've ever had. What Andrew Holness did to Portia Simpson, how he carefully crafted his narrative to bring down Portia Simpson government. is what opposition do. So if a Peter Bunting send you, if a Mark Golden send you, tell them so you fail. Tell them so you fail to distract me. Tell them so you fail to make me put the narrative on the labor right, because I know them me come out here for this morning. Labor right has been getting away with corruption because of PNP silent. Labor right have been flogging disrespect in Jamaica's people face, been lying to it deliberately because they know there's an opposition out there which will allow them to get away with it. A shame or no shame, you know. On a PNP, shame. I don't want people to stay silent, to draw it under the carpet and make it look like, say, oh no, I do something. Oh no, not doing anything. This is why Andrew Holness won again. And this is why Andrew Holness is going to win again. There is no opposition. And that's the problem what Jamaica is having right now. The worst government we've ever had. And we don't have any opposition to him. So Andrew Holness' lawlessness is unfettered. Even the Andrew Wheatley situation, the PNP is just sitting it out. No advocacy. Dodging behind a court case. And when people come out here, come bonfire upon Andrew, like seriously, who to go benefit? When we just come out here, come Andrew, who is that benefiting? Didn't benefit us as a country. Didn't help us to get rid of Andrew Holness. It is what the PNP never do. Why we in this mess right now of having to deal with Jamaica's worst experience with Andrew Holness hands at the wheel. This is why Andrew Holness hand is still at the wheel at the worst time for the country, because the PNP gave it to him on a plate. And the PNP still come back in the fourth term with if and but, should I, shouldn't I? Let me wait and see until the shit all over them face. That's when you see them come out with them face full of dry shit. If the PNP can't do it, if my golden leadership can't do it, get out of the way. The country needs somebody who can go toe-to-toe with Andrew. You see, just like how Andrew Holness tell us Jamaica people say, he will go toe-to-toe with we. You see, just like how Andrew Holness tell we the people of Jamaica, that he will go toe-to-toe with we. It's the same type of robust leadership we want from the opposition. We prepare to go toe-to-toe with the Prime Minister. This thing broke on Wednesday. Thursday, 24 hours. By Friday, 48 hours. And the PNP don't have a press conference. Just one flimsy statement. You notice when a Labour put out narrative, them put out fresh press conference, the young Jamaica them write article, the vlogger them, the MP them, all of them all try me. You remember before election, the Lawrence Road debacle with the PNP. All of the PNP them try me, and they pull down all of the JLP them try me on the issue, and them release statement, them this, them that, them just a release statement one behind the other. So them just a put out article one behind the other. So them just a do interview one behind the other. The Rosie and Donovan story break. Crimes alleged, fraud, stealing, arsoning. All of them something they allege in the Rosie and Donovan Williams situation. What did the PNP do? No, the PNP supporter, tell me, what did the PNP do when the crimes that was alleged against Donovan Williams, a sitting MP, by Rosalie Hamilton, a sitting councillor, what did the PNP do? Let me tell you what is not a criticism, Andrew Mark. When you come in and make comment, come say, the PNP, the PNP, the PNP. How is that a criticism? That's your annoyance of me speaking the truth. What's criticism about you coming and coming and say the PNP, the PNP? What that is saying, why am I just calling up the PNP name? Why I can't find something else to talk about? Is that a criticism? Sometimes on a PNP something wrong with you. Because on a PNP, because when Andrew Holness, on a cheer return, and when on a Jesus Christ complex, Fluxy Mango looking at a leader, big worthless and good for nothing, Mark Golden on a run come to in defense. Mark Golden can't run with country when the opposition as tired as he looks. He can't keep running the opposition tired and feckless like him. When the Rosie and Donovan situation, those were crime alleged from one public servant to another. How much PNP you heard come out about it? How much PNP did come out about it? When an proves the election was stolen, Wayne Evans, and to win the election. That's what we have on record. Andrew Holness won the election. Andrew Holness won the election. That's what the official record is. Mark Golden never disputed it. Mark Golden conceded with hours of the vote. Andrew Holness win the election. That's the official narrative, and it may go stick to. Until there's otherwise, won the election. What the PNP is doing is affecting the country more than what Andrew Holness had done. The PNP, what they are doing is affecting the country more than what Andrew Holness had done. Because when Andrew Holness, we gave Andrew Holness the power to do what he want to do. The PNP, where we gave the power to be a buffer between where Andrew Holness now use that power. So make Andrew Holness I want to use the power what we give him, whether before us or against us. We gave the PNP and they're not using it for nothing. When we are going like this is all about Andrew Holness. When it was Portia time, it wasn't about Portia alone. Why is it that the opposition is not opposing anything? If Andrew Holness is so wicked, I can't own a PNP. Why is it then your leader, your party, isn't opposing anything? Answer that question. Why is the PNP not opposing anything? The PNP's silence is as dangerous as Andrew Holness corruption. The PNP's silence is as dangerous or more dangerous than what Andrew Holness had to it. Because you know what that does? It gives Andrew a green light. Andrew Holness is not leading under any pressure. Portia Simpson was. When Andrew was the opposition, Portia Simpson led under pressure. What pressure is it that Andrew Holness is leading under? The PNP's Jamaica's danger right now. Because there's no buffer to we and Andrew Holness. And that's where democracy tipped over into authoritarianism, supported by the PNP. The PNP right now is the petrol for Andrew fire. Because them not throw water upon Andrew. Them not throw petrol and Andrew ablaze. What do you think us coming out here and criticize Andrew Holness are going to do? It did nothing in the past. Why you think it even going to work now? When you not even get fed up more? When everybody thought they were going to get rid of Andrew, and we still have Andrew in our face. Why you think we come out here acting like fools is going to benefit us? What is there for us to like about Mark Golden? This is not a problem, Andrew Mac. This is your problem and a lot of PNP problem. Me live almost 30 years now. And if there's anything I learned here, is that you must not love or respect politicians more than you do for your country. That is what I learned in Britain. The respect, the loyalty, the love, stupid Andrew Mac, is for your country, not for your politician. And if it is Andrew Mac that criticizing Mark Golden, it means one don't like him. Tough. Show which part in a book so if you love Mark Golden. You see how you're stupid? Say a big man. You see how you're stupid? Because we don't like Mark Golden. Most of we here don't like Mark Golden. You have proved your blatant stupidity. Show we. Tell we where and when. Show we the authority will say. We feel like Mark Golden to the point where we refuse to criticize. You say you're a fool? This is the problem with UNO PNP. It's not about the country. It's not even about the party anymore. It's the angelic view you all have of Mark Golden. And we must bow down to UNO white Jesus. We must bow down to UNO white Jesus. Because we love Mark Golden and we mustn't criticize him. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. We feel love him and we don't feel criticize him. You see, you fool? That's why Jamaica can't go forward. Because we don't love the country. We love we politician them. And we politician them glad when we love them, because when we love them, we don't hold them to account. When we love them too much, we don't hold them to account. And that I have no problem with my holding. We don't love one leader. We don't love one market Jeep and the app. Huh? Yeah, because I have a white superiority complex. Only in the PNP. Since Mark Golden become leader, and I have a white superiority complex. One who feels that Mark Golden is above criticism. One who feels that Mark Golden can put himself in a public life and escape public criticism. One who feels that Mark Golden is unblemished to the point we always criticize Andrew Holness for his job, personally and otherwise. When we criticize Mark Golden, it's about his job. And not even that we don't want. Make me stay out of myself. Me quite happy to stay out of myself. What me now go do, Andrew Mac, is the people like Uno will celebrate Jamaica's downfall. Will Uno protect Jamaica downfall. A divided PNP, a fecklessly led PNP, is why Andrew Holness is so powerful in our country. Because Andrew Holness is taking advantage of a division, on a weakness, and everything when I work for no. It's dangerous for Jamaica. It's dangerous for Jamaica. We cannot continue to criticize the Andrew Holness and give the PNP a free ticket to do nothing. Yes, come back when me talk about more substantial issue. Because substantial issue for Uno, Andrew Mac, a big nose Andrew and Bigfoot Juliet, thieving Andrew, corrupt Andrew. That's what I call substantive. And that's substantive to Uno, the bagger. The baggerism. That is what substantive for Uno. But I'm not going to play the game. PNP are going to get called out over here, so at all time. I'm not one of the vloggers that is paid by PNP, nor one of the vloggers that is paid by JLP. Therefore, I'm in a good position to criticize both. The PNP is what I choose to give most of my better time to when it comes to broadcasting. And if it is that the PNP is not doing a job, we have to put in a better light and a better position. Hell, I'm going to talk. Why should I come out here every day? Andrew, it now work. It never worked. Tell the PNP to pull their socks up. Tell the PNP to pose a united front. It might get us into a better position. What's in that some of you don't understand? I don't know. But as for me and my mouth, I will continue to advocate for Jamaica. I'm not a PNP. Never has been, never will be. I was once a Labourite, never will be again. What I am, though, I am a Jamaican, and a decimate thing there. Me nah get involved in the tribal politics. Me nah get involved in the belief say Cass alone will do it. There's critical thinking needed. Something where people like Andrew Mack and a lot of other PNP don't have. They don't have critical thinking. They can't look on both sides of the coin. They cannot talk about both sides of the fence. If it is, my people, that it's about Jamaica, we have to be honest and don't care how people feel about our honesty. Anybody will follow me know that I support the PNP. I defend the PNP where it is necessary to do so. But when it comes to call them out, how you know it's a private conversation? How you know it's a private conversation? This is what I do all the time. People like Stupid Roots and Stupid Andrew. Once a Labourite, always a Labourite. Fair enough. Fair enough. But still I go protect my country above Andrew Holness. And that's no problem, you know. I don't want people to go full-fledged. I don't want people to come full-fledged PNP. I will never be a PNP in Jamaica. Because there is nothing at the moment that I can look at and say, this identify Labourite and this identify PNP. Other than the acronym, the whole of them are the same thing. The whole of them are dunce tribal idiots. The whole of them refuse to put the country first. The whole of them put on a political ideology first. One call substantial argument roots and what you call substantial argument is cussing Andrew Holness. And that a phone substantial argument. Critical discussion, looking at the pros and the cons, is not substantial enough for UNO. What substantial for UNO is the mix-up and the bagger. If I did Andrew Holness, I get teared down over here this morning. Personal life, political life, and otherwise. UNO would want cheer it on. But UNO don't want to hear the PNP get called out. You're going to hear more of that from me. Because my job is not to protect the PNP. My job is not to play you all games. So yes, if me defend Andrew Holness, me have a right. I'm a prime minister just like Fono. Fucking idiot. Anyway, globalists, thank you all for being here with us this morning. Lovely to have your support as always. Please do join us back tomorrow. No, this evening for your People's Point of View program. And if it is that you're coming, think you're coming to a PNP platform, don't come. If it is that you're looking for PNP caressing of your egos, do not come to this platform. And I'm serious about it because I will insult you. I will call you stupid and I will call out your name. Do not come to this platform. This platform is not for political narratives. This platform is for people who wish to think. If you have the inability to think, do not come here. It is not the place for tribalism. It is not a place for idiots. It is not a place for dunce. It is for people with open mind. All right? So don't come. If it is that Ongo come to here, Andrew Holness and JLP get tear down, do not come over here. I don't mind if you not unsubscribe, because my platform is not about grain. Okay? Thank you all very much. Join us back tonight for your People's Point of View program. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon. Oops, not yet.
Too long in our little ghetto. Run, keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just a fly and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gotta bust down Babylon walls. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, me say Rastafari. War and cry and do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away again. Listen, yeah. So just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down, war and fight. Fight down, war and fight. Rastafari, war and cry, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah, and we love Jah. And we love Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. And we love Jah. Me love Jah. Me love Jah. Rastafari, preserve all. Me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twin.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTV seamless streaming,
Don't go about your blood clot business.
Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.